Yo, 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 yo. We is back. What it do? Delta. What it is, Peppin? Y'all be tripping all these people, man. Cooking up. Man say he's still cooking up. You know what I mean? Don't ever forget. Just in case they forgot. Yeah, still cooking up. Ain't that change? Fuck wrong with him. Hey, man. Yo, so, yo, I be tripping off, yo, like, I go to racist white people, yo, is like, yo, these people is crazy, yo. So Jeff Metcalf say that black people have low IQ. Yo, but the funny thing about it, right, is that yo, we come from some of the slums out of all slums in America and make it out, prosper. So how is the same people that's coming from some of these ghettos and hoods in some of the most impoverished areas in the United States are also low IQ? Did that make sense? I don't think that makes sense, y'all. I don't think the people that's saying that black people got low IQ can make it out these neighborhoods. Shit don't really add up to me, man. Paying off, what it do? I don't get it. Niggas couldn't walk a mile. Niggas couldn't walk a mile in our shoes, but to turn around and be disrespectful. Hmm. You heard me. That bad motherfucker too hurt. Couldn't walk a mile in our shoes, y'all. Yo, so let me show y'all what's fuck going on. Show y'all what it is. Talking about niggas low IQ. And they lost his motherfucking mind. I be mad, yo, sometimes. I can't never lure them motherfuckers over here when I need them. Now, we done had some good conversations with some people that had opposing viewpoints. But I think we need more of them. I think we need more of them. What the fuck? Man, get the fuck out of here. I ain't got that shit in his box. Yeah, I think we can have some more, man. Y'all can drop the link, anybody wanna come up. Then we got Karmelo, Anthony Lawyer, stole 75K from that man, y'all. Did that look like a $75,000 defense? That's how much it cost. Mike Howard charged Carmelo Anthony family $75,000. I wouldn't have paid. I wouldn't have paid $75 for that defense. Fuck 75,000. And I understand why a lot of people thought he had a public defender, because that looked like public defender, worthy. I ain't saying public defenders put on better shows than that, man. Straight up. What's up, gaming? Hey, gaming, you ain't lying. If his son had a high IQ, he probably, everything would have been different. And it's sad, but you're right. I agree. If his son had a high IQ, you realize, well, maybe I don't really have the authority to just tell somebody what to do. Maybe I should get a teacher or a principal or somebody of authority, as opposed to trying to take care of myself. We wouldn't even be here today, man. He'll still be alive. Carmelo Anthony will still be, he'd be going to college somewhere. Whole situation could have been avoided. So he got some nerve talking about somebody IQ. For real. He got some fucking nerve. How can I post the link? Let me see. Oh, here we go. Share string. Copy link. Um. How the fuck can I post that shit? I don't know how I can post it. I never went live like this. I know, doctor. They do us dirty, y'all. I be saying niggas had like 11K files, 2,000 people on the chat. I don't know if they bots. They might be bots, but I know they do us greasy. But they do us greasy though, y'all. It is what it is. How can I private chat? Uh yeah. I don't know how I post the link, y'all. I can send somebody email though. Who's that? Yeah, though, I be tripping off. I be tripping off though, man. I'm trying to let my phone charge up so I can let y'all see what I'm talking about. Like he got some nerve to talk about somebody IQ. Like that is crazy. And that's all their talking points. Like I said, they couldn't survive, yo. Yo, they couldn't survive. Yo, they couldn't make it out of a lot of situations that we made it out of. They couldn't survive and thrive in some of the communities that we survive and thrive in. You know, American black people are the most resilient people ever on this earth. I mean, the American black man and woman is the most resilient people on this fucking earth, yo. And has been for decades. Look at all the shit that we overcame. Look all the bullshit that we go through. I mean, niggas getting railroaded by the system daily. See, yo, they just expect us, right? To just take the disrespect. Get disrespected, take it, don't say nothing. Well, that's not how shit go, man. So I need people email if you want to come up. Man, forward tough like a motherfucker, cuz. Forward tough like a bitch. Or know what to do, man. Yo, we'll watch over the course of I'm gonna say the last 2 years. If we didn't watch these people duck accountability at all costs. At all costs, y'all. Whenever you try to pin them down to a point, they change the subject or hurl some type of insult. But they can never stay on topic, but they say we low IQ. That shit is crazy, y'all. We've been doing this for a while now, man, going back and forth with these people. A lot of y'all done witnessed it. Whenever you try to make them stay in the story, they find a way to squirm out of it. And it's usually just by, being disrespectful. Never nothing. They'll never say anything that has any real merit to it. It's just all disrespect. Every time. It's like when in doubt, let's just get disrespectful. That's like their trump card. That's all they got in the chamber. You know what I mean? That's all they got in the chamber. Half of them be scared to even have a conversation. That's why, hey, the ones that do not scared, salute to them. Because half of them be scared to even have a conversation with you. They talk shit behind the keyboard. Yo got a bonnet on. They go crazy and shit. They talk shit behind the keyboard, man. Man, what it is, hit that like button. Man, if somebody want to come up, give me your email. Give me an email, man. We make it happen. Better go get that other phone real quick. What you doing? What are you towing? Like, yo, even when it comes down to this situation, right? Yo, how many times have I told people, yo, my beef wasn't about his guilt to innocence. My beef was about him not getting a fair trial. How many times do we have to reiterate that? Like several times. Man, appreciate it, Delta, for the 10 out of cash app. Like something that simple. Like I told these people a million times, like, yo, I'm not beefing about him being found guilty. My beef is about the murder. You know, him being charged with first degree murder. They'll say, well, so what you what you taking up for a murderer? Like, yo, what the fuck? Did y'all miss the point? You feel me? Like, yo, did y'all not like, yo? It'd be crazy, yo, that they disrespect us, but they're not even. A lot of them is not even able to even have real dialogue without getting off topic. Yeah, you already know how side is cooking up. Man, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. I'm ready to try to post the link. I think I'm gonna have to use my other phone. I think I'm gonna have to send the link. How the fuck am I gonna do that? I don't know. I might got send it to people email. Then that's the only way I can do it. Yeah, but we the ones that's low IQ though. We the ones that's low IQ. But they can't even have a conversation where they stay on topic. Ever. I think it was one time I had a good conversation with a dude. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the white guy got on here and you know he was talking all the shit that a lot of people was talking. He got on live. He called me on Instagram. That was a hell of a conversation. I wish I could remember that video. I had a real good conversation with dude. Like, I like them conversations, you know, even if you don't necessarily agree. I like to hear, you know, people say, you know, their point of view. But most of the times it's always about what's up, Nick? Most of the times it's just stereotypes. Like that's all they got. That's all they got. Nothing else. Nothing more. It's like they got this hatred and disdain toward black people, yo, when black people ain't never did nothing to you. Ain't never did a goddamn thing to you. For some reason, black people is your biggest problem. That shit is crazy. You say they wouldn't have survived without the needles. They couldn't even go their own court. They couldn't survive without, you know what I mean? A lot. No, they want everybody else to do work and they just want to take credit. And by talking to them and realizing that the narratives that they put on us, you know, the lack of accountability shit, that's really them. That's really them. They lack accountability, so they try to say we do. No, man, but no, I think black people are very accountable for the things that we do. You know, things that's in our control. But we're not gonna act like it's not systematic issues in this motherfucking country either. We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? What's up, bro?
What those two niggas did, they quit.
Oh,
The husband and wife.
oh, they quit.
today mid shift, like as soon as they came in, and I guess she crashed into someone. Didn't tell no one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the guy pulled up while I was taking a shit. I'm like, yo, I'm shitting. Trying to fuck with it. I'm like, nigga, I'm shit. I thought it was Riley, so I'm like, nigga, I'm shitting.
Yeah.
The person was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, what? Called Riley. He came in, dealt with him, and the guy was like, yeah, she hit him and just. I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
So Herb's pissed about that. So I know their check's gonna be short as shit. Because everything coming back.
So they both quit.
Went home. I was like, what the fuck? We had to call in Alex early.
Damn. So what if shit happening around here?
Right by the North Port. And I was like,
Anyone like she was gonna get fired. I mean, that was our first accident, wasn't it?
enough. They was pissed because they was complaining about not getting calls, but they keep calling dispatch and hey, take that call off. They take that call off. Put it on someone else. And they're like, hey, my check's not enough. And they're like, well, and Kobe was like, well, maybe if you don't fucking like call dispatch every fucking time to like take off a call, you probably have money in your pocket. Ain't no one's problem but yours. And they kind of back and forth, and yeah, they got mad. And then he's like, you know what, fuck you, we're out of here.
Damn.
So I'm like, yeah, if we take them back, we're done with shit.
That's crazy.
But I'm going back up there.
Mm.
Have a good night, man. Be safe out there.
I'm right behind you. Drive careful. All right, so let me show y'all. Listen to this. This is Karmelo. This is Austin Metcalf. I mean Jeff Metcalf on one of them conservative platforms.
These people grasping that justice was served here?
You'd have to ask them. My opinion is they are of low IQ, no moral compass whatsoever, blinded by race, and generally a nuisance to society.
Jeff, you said you forgave Carmelo Anthony.
Weren't these people?
Yo, why wasn't he talking like this to begin with? Like, yo, this shit is crazy, yo. Like, why stand on it. You feel me? Why wasn't he talking like this to begin with, yo? Now the true colors is showing. Because he was talking even under the gag order. He was talking. Now the real him coming out. The flaming racist. The part of him that his son adopted.
Grasping that justice was served here?
You'd have to ask them. My opinion is they are of low IQ, no moral compass whatsoever, blinded by race, and generally a nuisance to society.
Jeff, you
Generally a nuisance to society. This is crazy, yo.
said you forgave.
Like I told y'all the other day, right? My honest opinion on this whole situation, I think this is a wake-up call for the Anthony family. And I think this was karma for Jeff Metcalf. I think everybody learned something in this situation. Or not learned something, but yeah, yo, I think this was his karma. I think he installed racism in his kids, a lot of prejudice, views in his children. And it just happened ironically that his child get killed by a person that he was taught to hate, that probably before then never did anything to him. And I think the Anthony family is the total opposite. I think they was one of them families that didn't believe racism was a thing. I think they was one of them families that thought they moved beyond racism. And now they getting a harsh dose of reality to say ain't no moving beyond it. And no matter how far up the motherfucking corporate chain you go, these people gonna always look at you one way.
Carmelo Anthony, after he took your son's life. Tell me about that. What was going through your mind, your heart, your soul on that?
I've said this multiple times over in many interviews. Forgiveness is actually for me. So I don't carry the hate, the rage, the anger. Because if you carry something like that inside you and you don't release it, it's like cancer. It's going to eat you up from the inside out. It's going.
Yo, what the fuck is he talking about? Yo, everything you just said was about hate, anger, and rage.
Consume you. And I'll be honest, look at these people. Are they consumed with? I mean, everyone has a right to protest. Don't get me wrong. But realistically, let's look at the facts. Let's look at the case. They have the right for an appeal. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. This case was ironclad, and people understand in the appeals, they're looking for procedural errors. They're not going to retry the case. They're not going to introduce new evidence. There's not any new testimony or new facts that are going to come out when they review this case for appeal. The judges. So, but the actions of these people outside the courthouse, I don't have to say a word. Their character shows through, and that's all I'll say. And to be honest, every video I've seen, there's a certain demographic. I don't see other people acting like this, but that's who they choose to be. As long as they stay in their lane, I'm okay. Just
Yo, this guy is fucking crazy, man. Yo, why? Yo, what they forgot? January, was it January 9th or January 6th? Like, what is he talking about, man? That's about low IQ as it get. How you been busy today? Damn.
Heater core was blue on it. Nobody had it, and Eric found out who had it, and he was on like that. Drove all the way there. Matt drove there, came back. Took him a minute to get it on because the shit, I want to say, probably the original fucking hose. It was hard as fuck to get off. Dude, he broke it. I fucking bust my hand pulling off the hose and shit.
Yeah, what's calming them quit?
Huh?
What's the girl in the
Yeah. This morning, she tapped some dude in his brand new 2024 Silverado.
Damn.
And he just now was 8 something. He come in at like 6 talking about, yeah, I mean, I didn't think nothing of it. I just felt a little bump. And then I go to
He did it or she did it?
She did.
Oh, all right.
And then he had a damage claim the other day. And I think Matt thinks that's why they left. Because that happened today at like 8 in the morning. They both came in and ran one call. And then I want to say she did that fuckery shit. Was probably stressing it like, they're gonna get me for it, or he'll come back, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just talking about air weirdos.
Happens in the situation, whatever, unless a family call us or direct us, we really had people reaching out to us about this case and saying, hey, can you help this kid, and going out because of the racial tones that were going on. Like, it took a week. No, but it was the day, it was the night. It was the night. The night that this tragedy happened, no, I reached out Friday that it happened, like 2 days, like a day. So right when this happened, you see WFAA and you see all these reporters and people and comments, and you see these right wing commentators, Megan Kelly and all these people putting out all this stuff or whatever. And it's like, why do you gotta be a monkey? Why do you gotta be a nigger? Why you gotta be this? Why all these threats? You know what I'm saying? So everybody's seeing this, North Texas, everything, and like the white supremacy people just running with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should.
Yeah, I think this lawyer threw that family, man. The more and more I learn about him as a person, I think he'd take a couple of hours. I mean, I think he could be moved by money. move that family right into the wrong direction. For real.
Be hung, he should be shot in the head, all of this. So our organization, like, okay, whatever he did, he deserved due process. You know what I'm saying? This is before I even know the situation, know the case. Everybody deserved due process. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm knowing it of this county because I'm born and raised in Oak Cliff. I know some similarities of this county. I know that this county has a history of hanging niggas. And the reality is okay, so somebody get me in contact with this family so that I can be able to help them with the best thing I can. So, Paul, so you get in contact with them. They brought the lawyers on board. So you get the two different situations. So when I came to the situation, there was an attorney called Billy Clark, right? And there was an attorney called Kim T. Cole. Right. And those attorneys was brought in only for the simple fact of, I don't care, when I get a situation there's somebody incarcerated, the only person that can get to a person is the one with a bar card, right? And I don't care whether it's a personal injury attorney or whatever it is. Get to him, tell him to shut up. It got support out here. His family is out here, everything, right? I told the family, I said, hey, we're gonna set up your fund. We're gonna do whatever, you know what I mean? Do whatever we can. We're gonna bring in, security, all this different type of stuff. I told them, I said, hey, y'all gotta find an attorney because these attorneys are not, you know what I'm saying, the permanent attorneys. This one doesn't have experience. And Kim T. Cole, although somebody virally said, Kim T. Cole is my organization's general counsel. Right. You know what I'm saying? Kim T. Cole is a good sister. The water bill in my house is in Kim T. Cole's name. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's just the pure stupidity of theater that people saying, oh, he fired a black woman attorney to hire. This woman is a civil attorney. You can go on the Texas bar thing and look civil. So you actually brought her in just to get back there in the back to talk to her. Just to talk to him. That's it. That was the whole purpose. That was to get him to shut up because we had just, when we were sitting with the family, we had got a pastor of one community church. This is the church that they were going to right now. The senior pastor never reached out to him. He said he had just left and spoke to Karmelo. And so, that's cause of alarm. What the hell you doing back there? He one of the co-pastors. So we like, okay, he don't need to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because evidently they didn't send this pastor there. You know what I'm saying? To talk to him. Because how do you skip to go to visit they baby and you ain't even reached out to them? But you go to him and then reach out to him later, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. And so, of course, it's like, okay, let's shut this down. And then so what happened was is I leave that situation and I reach out automatically to Frisco Police Department and say, hey, they getting threats, all this different types of stuff or whatever. They all this, y'all need to do whatever y'all need to do. I scheduled a meeting with them. Now, Rain, I told these people I'll come to Frisco. They came all the way to Dallas to my office to meet with me. Right. Lied to me and said they had a meeting at DPD. Now they ain't had no damn meeting at DPD. They said don't let this nigga come to my city. You know what I'm saying? And so they came. And so the mother and the dad reached out to me and said, hey, why aren't you in these meetings? I said, what meetings are you talking about? And there was a PR person named Casey Fox that was on this case. And she sent out a press release that Billy Clark and Kim T. Cole was the attorneys. Right. Everybody was like, what the hell, blah, blah, blah. They ain't got no experience, blah, blah, blah. And so I told the family, this is Sunday. They got a bond hearing Tuesday. Whoever you want to meet with, like, you got to find an attorney today because if you don't want to reschedule this bond hearing, you got to. So,
see, but this is the thing. So this is where he messed up at. You supposed to be the advisor, bro. You giving them options on, like, they never been in this situation before. So why would you tell them? You ready to go? Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Are you on live?
Yeah, so if he's the advisor, why would you get him an option? Why would you get him an option and give him 24 hours to pick a lawyer? You should have said, look, I know the bail hearing is tomorrow, but we want to do this right. So we might the bail hearing gonna have to get postponed. Yo, because these people didn't know, they never been in no situation like this before. So they thinking you shouldn't have been allowing them to make their own decision, not for something like that. That's how they end up being rushed, end up making a bad decision that end up costing them by picking that dumbass lawyer. But yeah, my motherfucking too freaking, y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. We're gonna try to cover this shit again, probably later on. It's another day, keep with your news, and I'm out.